It's been. My name's Josh, if we haven't met, and I've had the pleasure of being close friends with Jack and Jenna for several years now, and I've also gotten a front row seat to watch as their relationship has unfolded over the past 2 to 3, from the first time that they awkwardly pounded fists to the night that they got engaged. And today's been such a sweet, sweet gift for me to be a really small part of the union of two people that I love so dearly. Before I continue, I would like to inform all of you that Jenna has reminded me several times over the past few weeks that I'm actually not funny enough to give a typical best man speech. So it was so nice of her to keep reminding me of that so that we could all lower our expectations before I move forward. Jenna and I graduated from high school together, and throughout high school and college we've been a part of a lot of the same activities and groups, and over the time have shared a lot of fun memories over the last 8 to 10 years that we've known one another. What's more important than the memories, though, the qualities that stand out about Jenna's friendship are these. She has been a friend exceptionally supportive and true amidst the hardest times in my life, and simultaneously she easily makes the top 10 on my list of people that I most enjoy laughing with. And a friend who can check both of those boxes is a valuable and a rare friend indeed. Now for Jack, who was the source of a lot of my tears earlier today. We met during our freshman year at Iowa State, and my first impression of Jack before we met, to be summed up in a word, was squirrely. And if you know Jack very well, maybe you can understand why I came to that impression. But thankfully we were introduced, quickly became friends, and even decided to live together during our sophomore year at Iowa State. And now we're fondly looking back on 3 years of living together, 3 years sharing the blessing of leading different small groups together. And it's been a blast to walk through the different stages of school through graduation. School is so important to both of us. And the different stages of dating and engagement, and now even sharing in each other's marriages, has just been such a joy. Jack's a much better friend than I am, and I really couldn't have chosen a better person to spend the last 4 years with. Forever now, as I look back on my college years, Jack's presence will be marked in all my memories, and I'm so thankful for the Lord for letting our paths to cross the ways that they did. And besides Jenna, I've probably been the chief recipient of Jack's friendship and loyalty and support in his leadership, and from that position I've come to admire certain things about him that I think a lot of you have probably witnessed as well. Jack has an uncanny ability to build other people up, and he can pump life and energy into just about any situation, and he avidly pursues the people that he leads. And boy, does he love Jenna. He really, really loves Jenna. Now, before I continue on with all the sentimental stuff, I do want to take a minute to prepare Jenna for the roommate that she's gaining today. Jack, on the whole, is a great roommate, but there are certain idiosyncrasies, we'll say, that Jack comes with, that Jenna, starting today, you'll be responsible for bearing with. So over the past few years, it's become fairly common for my roommates and I to find socks strewn about our home. And sometimes they're out in the open, sometimes stuffed in random nooks and crannies, but the one thing they all have in common is that at one point they did belong to Jack. One of my favorite parts of the ceremony earlier was the ring that Jack gave you to symbolize the love that he'll have for you forever. As a matter of fact, I recently found what I hope will be the last of Jack's dirty, misplaced socks next to my recliner at home. And Jenna, it got me thinking I would really love to give this to you as a symbol as well. So Jenna, that sock symbolizes the undying care and, most importantly, patience that you will always have to have for Jack as you start your lives together. I'm overjoyed, yet not at all surprised that these two have decided to make their wedding day all about King Jesus. More than anything that I love about these two, I'm most proud of the way that they seek to glorify God with their lives, forsaking their own interests for the sake of their Savior's will. And on a day when they had opportunity to garner attention and praise and direct our collective gaze towards themselves, they have decided to point us all towards Jesus in gratitude for what he's done for them. And that's just the coolest thing. So beginning today, what was once two separate efforts and two separate lives aimed at magnifying the Lord, today becomes one single effort by one united team seeking to exalt Jesus as King. And I couldn't be more excited to see what's to come as two beautiful people, well, one beautiful person in Jack, come together, urging each other forward towards holiness, pursuing Christ together as they point others towards him as the one true source of life. So it's on that note that I'd love all of you to raise a glass with me. Here's to Jack and Jenna, to many years full of health and happiness, and using their union to glorify God and point others towards Christ.